Good morning everyone, welcome back to City Sowers. Today is going to be a big day because I'm getting a big load of dirt. So today we're going to get kind of an organic matter humus mix that we are ordering from a rock and landscaping delivery company, and so they're going to be delivering that this morning, and that's what I'm going to be using to amend all of our beds, because honestly it was just going to cost so much in time and in money to amend everything that we have by the bag. So we ordered this load of dirt to be delivered to us, and so what I've done is I've parked my car on the street and they're going to dump it in our driveway for me to get to it as I can, and I'll just amend the beds that way. I'm not sure that I'm going to get to a lot of the amending today specifically, just because the weather has been really warm and I'm not quite sure yet the exact process of how I'm going to do it. I know that I have to pull off some of the mulch in all the beds, but some beds still have plants in them that will ultimately be coming out for the fall. And the other issue that I'm having is the fact that a wheelbarrow doesn't fit in my garden. It doesn't actually fit in between the rows, and I knew that, I was aware of that when I put in the beds, but I wanted to have just more growing space, even though it was going to be less convenient work-wise. So I just have to figure out what my game plan is on how I want to get all of this stuff into the garden without like breaking my back having to haul it all by the bucket. So we're working that out still, but it's something that needs to be done sooner rather than later. So I'm getting the soil amendment, and we'll take care of that as soon as possible. So it's the next day. Unfortunately, what happened is that during the unloading of the dirt that we got, it actually, my camera battery died, and it turns out that whoever put plugged my spare batteries into the charger didn't plug them in correctly, so I had no batteries, which was a nightmare. But and then after that, it turns out that the air quality just took a nosedive, and it was actually labeled as hazardous to be outdoors. So we actually decided to just go ahead and stay inside and not get any of our outside stuff done. So it's the next day. The air quality is still pretty bad, but it's no longer in like that hazardous, absolutely don't be outside level. So we do have a project, but we're gonna be moving it indoors. But first of all, let's take a look at our little soil pile here.
Look at our soil pile!
So this is the black humus mix that we ordered from a trailering landscaping company. They do a lot of rock and mulch and things like that. Of course, the cats have already found it and are exploiting it as a giant litter pile. So when I'm ready to get this stuff moved into the beds, I'll have to filter or sift that stuff out, which is super awesome. Yay.
Nathan's the poop boy, so maybe he can do it.
But moving on into our next thing.
The sweet potatoes!
So our project is that we need to harvest these sweet potatoes. David worked on the irrigation system and everything, and basically now all the irrigation system that was in place is no longer on. And so since Friday, which was 5 days ago now, there has been no water on these sweet potatoes, and I'm thinking that it's a good idea to go ahead and just pull them, because I'm afraid of watering them at this point, because I'm afraid they'll split. So what we're gonna do is, because of the hazardous air that we're not supposed to be breathing, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's ash like floating everywhere. It's been raining ash for like 2 days now.
Not quite as awesome as raining tacos on the record.
Yeah, not raining tacos. It's
Way
raining tacos.
would rather have tacos falling from the sky.
Yeah, not ashes.
Lettuce and shells, cheese and meat, all good happiness
It's
stuff.
raining tacos.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Anyway, so what we're gonna do is, because these are grown in a container, hey, we can move that inside and harvest those inside.
With me.
So I have my handy dandy muscle man.
Single-handedly
or as Audrey calls him,
Rongo the Strongo.
Rongo the Strongo.
She does.
It's gonna help us move these sweet potatoes into the house.
I probably should have taken all the...
You left that to me, but the air quality has been so garbage I haven't been out here to do it.
Rongo the Strongo is not quite strongo enough to carry this though, so maybe
You definitely are though.
Yeah, that
You're so sweet, Audrey.
that has no sweet potatoes in it, so that one's not going inside. It's
Oh.
the one with all the bushy stuff in it.
What is this?
That had carrots in it and other
Ew!
stuff.
Spider!
I think we're gonna live.
There's a lot of spiders on that. Ew. Maybe pull it out and we'll kind of, I don't know, wipe it down first.
Oh my gosh.
So we're
the
taking
whole
the one with the
family.
trees inside?
No,
Just this one?
just this one.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, that's super duper heavy.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, this is not gonna be a Rongo the Strongo Alono.
Not a solo
Not a
Rongo.
solo Rongo adventure. But if I could write a book, it would be Solo Rongo.
So then I should probably put the camera down and help
We have this handy dandy daughter.
No!
you. No,
She wants to hold the camera. Look at that.
she's gonna help you carry the heavy thing.
No, you are.
All right, there you go.
I wonder just how many spiders we're gonna bring into our house.
I don't know.
Yay!
Did you want to cut this?
Yeah.
Or should I just break it?
What are you doing?
We are gonna cut some vines so we don't have to carry the plants in the house.
What are the vines called?
Potato vines.
Sweet potato vines.
Sweet potato vines.
Okay, ready?
Should we drag it to the door?
Yeah. 1, 2.
Just get out of your way.
Here, I'll pull it.
Wow, that's awesome.
You are one impressive specimen of a man.
Yes, you are.
Just remember that.
You want? Okay.
All right.
Watch me be helpful. That's a
Here we
big
go.
spider
1,
crawling on it.
2, 3. On to that. There we go. All right, have fun.
Thanks. Oh, that's a snail.
Ew.
Free chicken treat.
Can I see that snail? Yuck. It's gross. Let's watch the chickens devour it. Somebody get it?
And Sage has it. Oh, no, now Minnie's got it.
Now, Minnie still got it.
Yep. Minnie, under hot pursuit by Eliza and Daenerys.
And she's pulling in through. She's pulling through. Who will win? She still got it. She still got it. No. I don't think so. No, little stinker ate it all. Oh, nope. Let's go back to our job and not watch the chickens devour stuff.
Another thing of import to note is that our kitchen is currently exploded again, but for a different reason altogether, and that is that our refrigerator is broken. Yay! Because that's what you want in 90 and 100 degree weather.
Our ice doesn't work either.
The ice maker works.
Oh, yay.
But the freezer's still working on the refrigerator, so that's good. But yesterday we unplugged it and tried to defrost everything to diagnose our problem. And it looks like whatever the fan that blows the cold air from the freezer to the refrigerator is not working. So we've ordered a replacement part, but that means that we are now without a refrigerator, basically, until at least Friday, I believe, is when the part is supposed to come in. So, yay, all the things. But that's kind of why things are a little bit more exploded and why I've got coolers everywhere in my kitchen. So yeah, that's just, bear with us. not too shabby, honestly.
Not too shabby then. Mom,
Now,
it's not.
in an ideal world, there'd be more than one bowl of sweet potatoes for a container that size. However, the last time I tried to grow sweet potatoes was in the same type of container, and I only got like a handful of tiny ones. So, definitely an improvement. So I think that what I will definitely do next time is I will feed the container with some high potassium food probably, because that would be what it needs really to make those tubers. But honestly, this is way better than anything I would have expected. I mean, this is a monster. I'm so excited. Yay! So, successful growing of sweet potatoes. So, but yeah, so next year I will plan on feeding it a little bit more. But my big problem the last time I tried to grow these was just water, because I had heard conflicting information. Some was saying like, make sure it has regular water, and another site was saying like so adamantly, don't overwater, that I was so afraid of overwatering that I underwatered. So I had big problems there, and they split, and it was just, yeah. It wasn't good. I think we got to eat like 1 or 2, and they were puny. So this year, much more successful. What I'm gonna do now is I read a trick online, because I don't have an 85-degree temperature room at 80% humidity. I have read that you can put these in just a plastic shopping bag with holes and leave them in a sunny window. My biggest problem is that I don't have a sunny window, because the back of my house faces the south, and there's almost no windows really that I could put this in, so I have to figure that out. We're gonna give it a fair shake, and we're gonna see what happens. But hey, we got sweet potatoes! That's so exciting. So, can't wait to fill you guys in on how they taste, because they have to cure for like 10 days before we can eat them. So, we're gonna have to wait. But
What I thought was.
patience is a virtue. As always, this is your urban nerd with a goat herd telling you can grow where you're planted.
Even if you are a sweet potato.
Even if you're a sweet potato, you can grow.
Where you definitely are planted.
Well, yeah.
Because
do that.
there's lots of roots in the ground. It's nuts.